First Presbyterian Church, where we are opening the gospel to Carson City and beyond. It's the Mary and Sherry Show! With the one, the only, Mary and Sherry.
Yeah!
We're here together.
Can't you see our capes flying behind us?
This is the reunion special.
Oh yeah, it's a reunion special, everybody.
So good to see you. How was your June? Yeah.
You know, COVID. Yeah, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
Blah, 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 blah.
Well, at least I got a good trip out of it.
That's good.
Before COVID.
Yeah, that's wonderful.
But we both have dealt with that and come through the other side.
Yeah, I'm still coming through the other side, I think, energy level.
Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm glad to hear that, because honestly, getting up in the morning is one of the hardest things.
Yeah.
So, be kind to yourself.
I am.
Okay.
You too.
All right. Well, let's be kind to some other people.
Oh yeah, we have some awesome shout outs. Thank you everyone that helped with the July 3rd picnic for the church. It was so fun. Sandy and Dale Hatchell, and we went and bought all the stuff at Costco with big carts and everything, tossing in hot dogs and hamburgers, and thank you so much to both of them, and thank you to Chris and Cindy Torres who came down and helped prep everything, and my mom, Donna Hadaway, and my husband Bill, and Joe and Sherry Gurney, Joe was grilling up everything with Dale, and Linda Ritter brought in a whole bunch of drinks, and all of you who just dropped off desserts. And thank you so much. We were so happy to have the Episcopal Church come and join us. That was so fun to have Jeff and his crew pile in and pile up their plates. And I'm hoping that the Methodist Church has their new pastor now, and once things settle down, they'll be able to join us for some extravaganzas too.
Yes.
So
and they brought some yummy things along with them, so that was
very tasty.
The Episcopalian, so thank you for that. Mm-hmm. So I have a funny story to tell, because my job was basically running interference.
Important. It's an important job.
And the guys were cooking up burgers, and it was taking a while, and it was going to be a little bit later, and so I went into the narthex and stood behind the window while Bob was preaching. And he's preaching and I'm standing there waiting. It took a couple minutes, and finally I could see he made eye contact with me. He understood I was standing there, and I'm going... He didn't miss a beat, but I could hear him thinking, this is my life now.
Draw it out. My hamburgers are not ready.
So
do not release the hordes.
That was fun. But the whole thing was fun, and thank you to Sandy and to Mary who put this together and got it going.
You're welcome. Yes.
It was a good celebration.
We always like it.
All right. Well, last week we told you that we would not be open Monday because it was the 4th of July. We were not.
True.
We're open this week. However, this Thursday, which is the 8th, I believe, 7th?
Okay.
7th. Tomorrow is the 7th.
7.
The 7th. And next Monday, our office hours are shortened from 10 to 2. From 10 to 2. So that's just this Thursday, tomorrow, and then the following Monday.
Okay.
Then we're back to our regularly scheduled 9 to 4.
Okay, that's good to know.
It is good to know.
Good to know. The pastor studies resume next Wednesday, July 13th, 10 a.m. and 6:30 p.m., the same times, but this is an in-person only, correct? In-person only, because the Walking with God through the... I can't say this without thinking of Stuart. Walking with God through the dessert.
Which I really think is a great idea, don't you?
Yes. Stuart, that was, to me, the classic of a classic lines. I love it. I will remember it forever. Walking with God through the desert is what the study is on. So remember, it's in person. You have to come here.
No Zoom.
No Zoom.
No
you
Zoom.
can walk through a dessert to get here.
Right. You could walk in with a dessert.
That would be even better. I'm sure everyone would be thrilled.
But we don't own the copyright to put that out through Zoom. So that's 7 weeks of walking through the desert.
The desert, tumbleweeds, cactus.
It is good to have you back. All right, well, following that, Saturday, July 16th is our annual ice cream social. Yay! And I know people have been planning out their ice cream recipes already. Here's our winner from last year, who won with, what was your recipe?
Peach maple.
Yeah.
Or maple peach. One or the other.
One of the two. Anyways, it was good.
It came out yummy. Came out really yummy.
It really did.
Just does.
George Branson's in charge, and he still needs volunteers. So if you want to help with setup, cleanup, judging, and entries for the contest, please see George Branson. I will list his full address, phone number, and email. I will not. George, I won't do that to you. But you can find his information in the directory, the church directory, or you can see him on Sunday.
Well, what else is going on? I tell you, we have the new Covenant Partner class again, and that will be July 17th, which is right after church. And, you know, the things are, you know, do you have questions about being a Christian? Do you have questions about being a Presbyterian? Do you have questions about ECO? All of these will be answered. And so you can come on down and have a chat with Pastor Bob. And you don't have to be new, you don't have to be a member. You can be an old member and want to refresh or just have an interesting discussion.
Right.
Yeah, so
Absolutely.
I think that would be very cool. And just because you show up does not mean that you have to join the church. But if you're interested in learning,
We would love to have you.
we would love to have you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, in August, we're going to have the August Alliteration Adventure. We finally decided on a name. But let me tell you, it took a long time to come up with a name. Our August Alliteration Adventure, which will include a casserole cook-off, film festival, and song soiree.
Now these are not all at the same time.
Yeah.
Oh, they are.
They are.
all at the same time.
So, the plan is, and I don't have times for you yet, we're working on it, trust me, we'll get there. People will bring their best casserole. Those casseroles will be judged, we'll need judges for it, and then we'll eat the casseroles. And after we've had our casseroles, then we'll see a variety of small, short films that Bob and I have edited. We would love to have others edit them, but I think at this point it's going to probably be just him and me.
Okay.
Although if you've got editing software at home and you've done something at home, let us see it. And then we're also going to sing some hymns.
Oh, that's wonderful.
So we'll do like maybe a film or two, because they're short.
Yeah, a little short,
Do a couple of them.
like Mr. Potato Head or something.
Hello, we're going to see the director's cut extended version with alternate ending, Mr. Potato Head.
Do not miss the premiere of the extended cut of Mr. Potato Head.
But we'll do a couple and then we'll maybe sing a hymn and then we'll do a couple more. And so
Very
it's
good.
going to just be a fun evening. And we decided August might be a better time to be inside in case we have a lot of smoking and all that.
Please no, Lord.
So, if you have a good casserole recipe, we will have sign up soon. We would love to have you, because casseroles are just a traditional church thing.
They are. And they're so yummy and homey and...
Yep.
I know what Sandy Hatchell's bringing in. I'm already loving it in my tummy. But I haven't even had it yet.
I can guarantee you 2 things about what we bring. 1, it will be gluten-free. 2, it will be smoked.
Smoked and gluten-free. All right.
It'll be a lot better than it sounds, really. It will.
Oh dear.
Anyways, moving on.
All right, moving right along. Christmas in July. Do you know that they actually celebrate this in many of the national parks?
I celebrate it at home.
Do you?
I have personal reasons for that I'm not going to share here, but...
That's okay, yeah.
Yeah.
And they do it in the national parks because all the kids are working there, and that's when they're together, and then they...
Oh, that is so cool.
Yeah.
That is really cool.
So that is
I
cool.
like it.
But that's not what we're doing. I digress. What we're doing is we're making a Advent video series, which will run during Advent. But we're doing it in July, obviously, so we're not slammed and rushed, which that time of season can become anyway.
Because
we don't want
someone has to edit it. And I need time to do that.
and she needs lots of time to do that.
Yeah.
So if you would like to participate, we would love to have people. You're just going to be, you can read a devotional.
I've got several different
She's got
options.
things. Yeah.
But the important thing is, people have come to me and said, hey, I'd like to be a part of that. Doing it face to face, I'm going to forget. So please email me. I will provide my email address for you. And please email me and just say, yes, I'd like to be a part of that. And we'll find a slot to set you into. And the earlier that you volunteer, the more likely you are to get to do something you want to do, as opposed to, oh, I'm going to do this because it's what's not filled.
Right,
Which,
right.
it's all good stuff. I mean,
Yeah.
But,
It's no bad stuff.
right. But still.
yeah, please do, just send her an email, and it will be running during the Advent season. It's going to be really, really beautiful. So thank you in
28
advance.
28 days.
28 days.
One every day in Advent.
Wow. There you go. There you go.
Yeah.
What else is going on?
Well, that happens to be an Aunt Betty's Studio opportunity. And we have had so much fun with people recently with Mr. Potato Head. When I did the credits on the extended version.
Yes.
The credits just kind of went on and on for the number of people that showed up to be part of a mob. And we discovered there were those of you within the mob that were really outstanding. You wanted to do more. You exist. We've seen you. And then there was the Where Are They Now that Bob put together while we were both gone.
That was funny.
Wasn't that? Did that just? It made me laugh and it touched my heart, and it was so wonderful to see so many people involved in that. And I think those of you who've done it, and I know you're tired of hearing me saying this, but it's fun, and we would love to have you continue to be involved, whether you're behind the scenes or in front of the scenes, pre-production, post-production.
Or write a skit.
Whatever. Write a skit, yes, because you know what? If you get one written like now, I will make it to put in the August Alliteration Adventure.
There you go.
So
and it doesn't have to be long. It doesn't have to be...
No. And if you start with just a bit of an idea, we'll run with it.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Literally, Mr. Potato Head. Woo-hoo! And others. At any rate.
All right, well, we have a denomination opportunity. If you are interested in theological education and ECO, our Covenant Order of Evangelical Presbyterians, they have created a curriculum that is called Flourish Institute of Theology. Flourish Institute of Theology. It's a seminary redesigned for the 21st century, which kind of intrigues me, because this is kind of a crazy century. So you can sign up for it.
You can. I had the pamphlet here last week. I don't have it in my hands this week. It happens to be in my office across the way. But yes, you can. I'll give you the web address. And they have a 2-year degree. No, they have a 1-year degree. I'm sorry, a 1 year.
That's what I was wondering. What's the time?
A 2-year Master of Arts and a 3-year Master of Divinity. You can have your MDiv. And I putting a lot of prayer into this, but I think that I'm going to seminary not this year.
That's really awesome.
Next year after Sam goes to college.
That's really awesome. So which one are you going to go for?
That's
1, 2, or 3?
That's a good question.
We could call her MDiv Sherry.
we'll see. That's why there's a lot of prayer involved.
Absolutely. I think that's fantastic. And if there's anyone else interested, I'm assuming this is an online course.
Yes, mostly online. However, there was a note in there that said that there are occasional meetings and things that you actually have to travel to.
Oh.
Occasional, it's not.
Yeah, but that's kind of cool too.
Right, well, sure. So I'll put the website here for you to see. It'll probably be hanging over heads the whole time of this conversation.
Yeah, that's awesome.
But
yeah, cool.
Definitely something worth looking at. Just looking at the literature, it looks wonderful. And I know that Pastor Bob knows many of the teachers and says they're really good. And
yeah, I'm intrigued by that. Redesigned for the 21st century.
Well, I think so many things now have been redesigned. How people go to work.
Yes.
How we learn. It's just we're a changing world and things have. So.
That's enough said.
And that's a good point. That's enough said. I think we probably said enough.
Yeah. I can see myself getting into trouble if I keep talking. So I just smile.
At any rate, this is YouTube. So we invite you to like, subscribe,
and
ring that bell.
ring that cowbell.
And of course, share. Have a wonderful week. We're so glad to spend this time with you. Take care. God bless. See you soon.
We love you. Bye. See you Sunday. Okay, the hand has been answered. And the 6:30 a.m., but this is in person.
6:30 p.m.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not going to a 6:30 a.m. Bible study.